Hello, welcome to Wine the Flick. We're at the TCL Chinese Theaters in beautiful Hollywood. One of my dear friends, Kearran Giovanni, is joining me today. We were old friends. Our kids used to go to school together, and she is a star of Major Crimes. You were for many years.
I was for 6 years. Yes.
And but also has a really serious, like hardcore, legitimate Broadway musical background. Right? You were in which shows? Tell me again which shows.
I was in Lion King, Sweet Charity, Guys and Dolls, Finian's Rainbow, Tarzan. What else? Hugh Jackman back on Broadway. Judy Judy Bang Bang.
Right.
Lots. Yes.
So I thought, who better to go see Pitch Perfect 3 with me than somebody who actually has this legit musical theater background. So thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you.
So are you a fan? Yeah, are you a fan of these movies? Have you seen the first two?
I have to say, I've seen bits and pieces of the two of them, but I've never seen them in their entirety.
Okay.
But I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy watching musicals. I feel like we were just talking about this. The storyline kind of is just there to kind of lead you into a song, which is a lot of Broadway. Let's be honest. I mean, that's kind of the main focus. I thought everyone was really just very talented. I thought the singing was fantastic. I like action. If I'm going to sit through a movie, I really like to see some action. I like it. I thought it was great.
This had a surprising amount of action because my problem with the second Pitch Perfect film is that it was almost identical to the first Pitch Perfect film, like the same beats, the same kind of complex. And then this one, they just blew it up. Like they went to Europe, and they literally blew it up, and it's like a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate that they know it's the last one, and they just said, "Screw it, let's just shatter all notions of realism."
I loved it. I mean, any movie that you're swooping like the French Riviera on an aerial view. I'm a sucker for it.
Yes.
I loved it. Yeah.
We should mention really fast. First of all, we're drinking. I forgot to mention our drinks. I'm having a Chardonnay. She's having. I'm sorry. I'm having a cabernet.
It's only our first one.
It's only my first one. Is a Chardonnay. And Matt behind the camera. Say hello, Matt. It's Matt's birthday.
Yay! Happy birthday to you.
His usual white
Russian,
the drink of choice for our favorite person. So happy birthday to you, our favorite friend.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's fun and it's silly, but it's both more ambitious and less ambitious than all the other ones.
Well, because when you can throw in like a 7-minute action scene, you don't have to really say anything. You can just take out 7 to 12 to 20 minutes punching people.
Yes.
But the action film parts were fantastic. I mean, Rebel Wilson was she's doing backflips, you guys. Not a little bit, several of them.
I appreciate that. I'm not going to spoil it, but I appreciate that they gave her a crazy backstory.
Yeah, I do too.
That actually makes sense with who she is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I loved it.
And are you a fan of Anna Kendrick?
Oh, I do. I love her. I mean, I love all of her animated films. I think having kids, we watch a lot of those. Yeah. But there's something about her and also Snow.
Brittany Snow.
Yes. They're so likable. I mean, you really you want to be part of the group. I want to be their friend.
You want to be a Bella.
To be a Bella and wear a costume and sing and have glitter and I loved it.
Yes, Haley Steinfeld, who can actually sing.
I know.
Yeah, she's great.
Here's the thing. I'm old on the inside, so I just started putting her all together.
Right.
It's like when you go, oh, that's that girl. Oh, that's that girl on the radio. Oh, and then I just watched what's the other movie? Woody Harrelson, Haley Steinfeld. Kira Sedgwick.
Not True Grit.
No.
Alonzo's here too.
17.
Yes.
Age of 17.
Age of
Yes, she's in good. Yeah, she's really
and
good
then I
too,
was like, holy moly, lady, you're
And
just...
Beginning. You talk about Beginning?
Yes.
She sings in it.
Right.
She's just fantastic.
Right,
So,
and she gets nominated for Oscar at age 14 for True Grit, so she's great.
you know that. I mean,
And she can sing too.
Yeah.
No, they're fun. So musicals that you have loved, musical movies you have loved. What are your favorites? What are your standbys that you watch with your kids?
Well, let's see. Musical movies with real people or animated?
Does not matter.
Oh, okay. So
You're the expert. I want your opinion.
We still watch Lion King.
Okay.
A lot. We just find the story is just so beautiful.
Are you excited for the new one they're doing?
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't like Beyonce doing anything?
Right.
I'm excited that musicals are making a comeback now. It's they're becoming cool. So they're doing all these live, TV versions of Grease or Hairspray, which also I love.
We just talked about on With a Flick today. We talked about the Christmas Story musical they did last night.
I did not see that, but I heard some things.
It was not great. We did a whole separate clip on that, which you can watch if you'd like. But yeah, it was. I think people didn't know that there even was a Christmas Story musical, so it's not like there are songs they know.
I'm
it's
just
not
saying,
like Do Re Mi.
maybe that
like a song
should tell
know.
you before you start. just not to do it. I haven't seen it, so
Yes.
who knows. But let's see what else. Okay, we watched The Wiz.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love The Wiz? He's on Down the Road. I don't know. Anything with music. There's really like not. It's all bets are off.
The one thing with this movie is that it's so produced. It's like the songs are so heightened, overproduced. Like, because you know Anna Kendrick can sing. You know
Right.
they can actually really sing. I would love to actually hear them sing
Right.
more, because you don't know how much is like just the machinery.
Sure, I mean, obviously you can hear what's really coming through, and I think for these films when it's such a heightened, like, there's the competition or, there's 3,000 people in an audience, to have just an a cappella group singing is lovely and will sound fantastic, but it's not going to bring a crowd to its feet necessarily, and so I think that's, why so much of the production value, but I mean, it didn't bother me.
Right.
I mean,
They have to amp it up. It's
They
part
had
of
to,
this world.
yeah, you got to amp it up, but I didn't, like I said.
And the whole thing with the judges, the whole like documentary subplot, did that work for you with Elizabeth Banks and John Michael Higgins? Yeah.
Here's the thing. I haven't seen the other two,
Yes.
like really. So I'm sure their characters probably have much more of a through line, and people love their characters. I found it a little distracting as someone who's only seen the first one, or this is their first one, because it starts out and you don't really know, are they for them, are they against them, that kind of thing. But that being said, I think most of the people that are coming to see this movie have seen the other two and are going to really enjoy their performance. For someone new, it was like, who are you? Why do you hate them so much?
Yeah, they're like a Greek chorus. Like they're the judges in the beginning, right? And they comment on what's going on, and they do kind of like in a bitchy way tear them down. And so that's what this is. They're totally wedged in this time, though. The idea of them making a documentary is like a complete contrivance. But again, like they've thrown everything out the window as far as realism here.
Right, and you hear a documentary and you think like usually it's a positive thing when it's a singing group, but it's kind of a negative thing. And I think it started off a little rocky. I'm not going to be honest. Like in the very beginning, I was like,
what was wrong?
What's happening here? Well, that was a little rocky for me. And then I think the sing-off thing in the very beginning was just a little too much. Like it just got a little. I didn't know where to look.
Okay, that's a good point.
When they did a little sing off, it was just too much for me, too soon. I need a little foreplay.
Yeah. The sing off is a thing they do in every movie, though.
I mean, I
it's
understand
like a staple.
But
to you being you, it was like, what is this?
I just thought, here's the thing. I know they're going to end up being the best, so they have all these other musicians I don't really want to hear.
Right.
So I get it, but like, you want to root for them. It was just, I don't know. It was a little jarring.
Who is this random country band? This random like pop country band?
So random.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of characters.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of characters. That's what it was.
Yes, but at the center is their sisterhood and their love. That's all that matters.
I know, that was really beautiful. Also, I love watching films or TV shows or anything. This is kind of morbid of me, but I like watching ones where you know that they know it's the end, and you can tell when it's not acting. You can tell when their character is not their character. It's just Anna Kendrick up there crying because she's sad because it's the last time. You can tell. You can see the difference, and you can always it's just different. So there are little moments in there, and you can tell when they cut together at the very end when they have edited it. But there's moments in the very end where I was like, "That's so creepy right there." She's just really sad.
They're hugging and crying.
Yeah, it's it's sad. As someone who's just gone through the same thing, basically, where our last scene of our show we weren't supposed to cry, but everyone was just like.
So how do you pull it together in that moment? What do you do?
I just think of really not things that are not related to anything I'm doing. I make my grocery list. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm a very emotional person. Like I can cry just thinking about anything, and so I have to just go, okay, tonight when I get home, what am I going to make for dinner? And tomorrow, that's literally the only.
And that brings you back to focus.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Craft.
Laundry list. Call it what you will.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here. You're wonderful. I'm happy to see you.
You too.
Come
I love
back
you.
whenever. I love you too.
This is fantastic.
And happy to see you. And thank you. Happy birthday to Matt.
Happy holidays. Happy birthday.
And Alonzo's here too. Say hi, Alonzo.
Ever moist.
Ever Moist. Oh my God, there's a band called Ever Moist in this thing. That part was wrong too. All right.
See?
Bye. Too much stuff.
Too much too soon.
Bye.
Bye.